Good day, everyone. Erica May Camarillo, the reporter of Group 2. Let's proceed. Generality for cardiac training. A high degree of specificity in training exists for aerobic fitness, yet more general effects occur in cardiac function. Verticular contractility. This indicates that the heart muscle per second becomes conditioned through a variety of big muscle exercise mode that exist that increase demands for blood flow. A type of exercise that focuses on working the heart and lungs. A cardiovascular refers to muscles work that causes the body to consume extra oxygen to fuel the exercise movements. These types of exercises are sometimes called aerobic, meaning with oxygen. Improving your cardiovascular endurance can make it easier for you to carry out your daily task. It can also lessen your risk of diseases such as diabetes, heart disease, and stroke. Now let's proceed to prolonged recovery. Recovery time can be considerable with intense exercise that alleviates core temperature, disrupts internal equilibrium, and elevates blood lactate. For this reason, apply intervals of anaerobic training at the end of a workout. Otherwise, fatigue from training carries over and perhaps hinder ability to perform subsequent aerobic training. Training intensity. Exercise intensity represents the most critical factor for successful aerobic training. Intensity reflects the activities, energy requirements per unit time and specific energy system activated. One can express exercise intensity in several ways. Number 1, calories expended per unit time. Number 2, exercise level or power output. Number 3, level of exercise below, at, or above the blood lactate threshold. Number 4, percentage of VO2 max. Number 5, heart rate of percentage of maximum heart rate. Number 6 is multiples of resting metabolic rate or METS. Now, this exercise intensity refers to how hard your body is working during physical activity. Your health and fitness goals, as well as your current level of fitness, will determine your ideal exercise intensity. Typically, exercise intensity is described as low, moderate, or vigorous. By far, exercise heart rates provide the most practical way to assess exercise strenuousness. To clarify, the meaning of strenuousness is requiring great effort, energy, or exertion. Researchers frequently use heart rate to structure a training program and evaluate the effectiveness of various training intensities. For college-age men and women, exercise must reach an intensity to raise heart rate to at least 130 to 140 beats per minute. This equals about 50% to 55% of VO max or 70% of heart rate maximum. As a general rule, this exercise intensity represents the minimal or threshold stimulus for cardiovascular improvement. More intense exercise proves even more effective. Conversely, extending exercise duration induces fitness improvement if intensity of effort does not meet the threshold level. Ideal aerobic workout. The ideal workout to improve cardiorespiratory fitness for the average person consists of a 5 minutes warm-up of easy stretching and light aerobic exercise, 30 to 60 minutes of rhythmic, big muscle activity at an intense between 70% and 85% of maximum heart rate, and a 5 to 10 minute recovery cool down of less intense exercise. The 30 to 60 minutes exercise period represents the conditioning phase of the aerobic workout. Formulating an aerobic training program, this section presents guideline for initiating aerobic training and describe a method to gauge and adjust training intensity. For the general guidelines, start slowly. Injury can occur when initiating vigorous activity after years of sedentary living. Minor muscle aches and twinge of joints pain normally follow the start of an exercise program, particularly with eccentric muscle actions. Severe muscle discomfort and excessive cardiovascular strain offer no additional training benefits. Excessive fatigue frequently discourages the beginner from continuing a regular exercise program. Allow a warm-up period. Mild stretching and aerobic exercise, for example, running in place, jogging in a treadmill, skipping rope, rowing, calisthenics, or stationary cycling. For several minutes provides an adequate muscular and cardiovascular warm-up immediately before the aerobic workout phase. Rhythmic, moderate exercise at heart rate between 50% to 60% of maximum also adjust coronary blood flow for more favorable myocardial oxygenation. Allow cool-down period. After the training phase of exercise, slow down gradually before stopping to allow metabolism to progress to resting levels. Importantly, a gradual cool-down prevents blood from pooling in the large veins of previously exercised muscles. Venous pooling could decrease blood pressure and reduce blood flow to the heart and brain. This produces dizziness, nausea, and even fainting. Reduce blood to myocardium, the muscle layer of the heart. That is the meaning of myocardium. Often precipitates as a series of irregular heartbeats that could trigger catastrophic cardiac episode. Sudden cardiac arrest results in failure of the heart's rhythm, which prevents the delivery of blood to the rest of the body. Guidelines for children. Children are not small adults. Their physical activity program should be general in nature compared with specific formulation used to train adults. Guidelines from the National Association for Sports and Physical Education recommend the following. Number 1. Accumulate more than 60 minutes and up to several hours per day of age the developmentally appropriate activities for elementary school children. Number 2, some of the child's physical activity each day should be in periods lasting 10 to 15 minutes or more and include moderate vigorous activities. Number 3, extended periods of inactivity are not appropriate for normal, healthy children. Number 4, elementary school children should participate in a variety of physical activities of various levels and intensity. Cardiorespiratory fitness standard for children. Naa siya sa kanang report na mo dira sa slide. Na daray 10 years old, ang age niya is 10 years old, 1 mile time minutes, tapos iyada yung VO2 max, iyahang kilogram minutes. Makita ninyo dira ang kadtong guidelines or kanang naa sa table, makita ninyo dira ang standard sa children nga nag-age of 10 to 17 years. Setting fitness standards for children requires careful attention. Although VO2 max relatively stable or decreases slightly between ages 5 and 19 years. Walk-run performance almost doubles from growth and development and improve exercise economy during this period. Also, VO2 max improves only slightly for children who undergo aerobic training, whereas exercise performance increases considerably. Variation in exercise economic alter the relationship between aerobic fitness and running performance through all stages of growth and development. And that would be all. Thank you.